If you are going through a breakup and you want to patch up with your partner, remember one thing. Chasing them will reduce the probability of patching up, and patching up is already at a very low probability. But by coaching several clients, I have seen a lot of patch ups happen, and I can explain to you the psychology behind patch up. And if you follow the instructions that I'm about to give you today, by the end of this video, you will know exactly what you need to do to increase the probability of your patch up. Now, before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you see an absurd number of likes on my video, do not worry. In my last video, I explained how I helped a woman get out of a narcissistic relationship. And guess what? The narcissist found out and he understood that I helped the woman get out of his narcissistic abuse, and he started attacking my channel. For what it's worth, I take that as a testimonial from a narcissist because he's stunned. How can I make someone instantly move on from their narcissistic influence? So don't forget to add your like to the count, and let's begin. Now, before we can talk about how patch-ups happen, we need to subconsciously understand why breakups happen. Now, to understand breakup, we need to understand how attraction works. Anytime we subconsciously desire someone means that our subconscious mind sees a value proposition that the person brings into the relationship. However, over the period of time, when that value proposition starts declining, is when their subconscious mind no longer sees any value proposition in that relationship. And that is one of the fundamental reasons why a person breaks up. So we need to understand once the value proposition according to the subconscious mind declines is when the breakup actually happens. And one of the major contributing factors to breakup is your childhood attachment patterns. How you were conditioned as a child to behave in a relationship determines what kind of value you bring into the relationship. Now, a lot of the time, our father wound and mother wound dictates our behavior in a relationship, and that consists of our attachment style, how we behave in the relationship. And once that attachment style plays out in the relationship, is when our value starts decreasing for our partner. Now, each of the parents have a very distinct influence on our subconscious mind, and it adds to the value proposition that we bring into relationship. Like a father helps the child develop 5 traits that include self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-respect, and sense of identity. Then a mother helps the child develop 5 traits as well, which adds to the value proposition that is empathy, expression of love, nurturing, creativity, and spirituality. Now, anytime we have a father wound or a mother wound, these 5 traits that are associated with each of the parents can either be in excess or in deficit. If they are in excess, you will lose value. If they are in deficit, you will still lose value. So you have to understand only once they are balanced is when you bring a very balanced value proposition into a relationship and your partner becomes attracted to you. And it's the balance of these traits that contributes to the long term sustainability of a relationship. Now, once I help people remove their father wound and mother wound, somehow the probability of patch up increases significantly and they are able to attract their ex back or have a sustainable relationship. Now, let's just assume that you are not going for a therapy right now or you are not enrolling into my program. So, what can you do right now? So let's turn the probability of patch up in favor for you by doing the very first thing. That is, you need to stop chasing them. The more you chase them, it subconsciously shows them that the value proposition is less and you're trying a very hard sell. And no one wants to buy something that is being sold to us with a hard sell strategy. Imagine going to a mart and a salesperson just runs after you to buy a particular product. What is your reaction? You probably wouldn't want to buy that because you feel there's a lot of value proposition for the salesperson, but not a lot of value proposition for you. This is exactly what happens in the relationship. When you start chasing your partner, you are further reducing the value proposition that you bring to the table, and that makes them resist you. So, what you need to do is you need to stop chasing them. So the second step is we need to improve the probability in your favor. So we need to understand how patch up happens. Now that we understand how our subconscious mind gets attracted to someone, we need to understand how can we improve our subconscious offering in a relationship so that we can attract a patch up. So the second step is to understand what we are currently lacking in ourselves that is contributing towards this particular breakup. And remember one thing, guys, You cannot fake it to your partner to increase your value proposition, because remember, their subconscious mind is also great at detecting fake representation. So that means if you fake it, their subconscious mind will detect and it will resist even more. This is one of the biggest reason why I tell people to heal for yourself. If you're not trying to improve yourself because you want yourself to improve, you will not be able to attract healthy partners into your life. And this is one of the biggest reasons when people try to enroll into my 15 days instant healing program, I ask them why they want to heal. The moment I sense that the purpose of healing is because they want to attract an expect, I downright refuse them, because their subconscious mind wants to heal on a condition that they're able to attract someone into their life. And that's not how healing works. That means your subconscious mind will not put in 100% of the effort. It will only put in the effort that is required to attract a particular partner into your life. And that's when your subconscious mind has a laid back approach in healing. But once you try to heal because you yourself want to heal and improve, that's when your subconscious mind is putting in 100% of the effort. So you cannot fake your healing. You actually need to heal so that you can attract healthy relationship into your life or even a patch up. Now let's diagnose what's happening at a subconscious level for you that is reducing your value proposition in a relationship or that is contributing towards a breakup. Now here's something I want you guys to understand. I want you to assess within all your past relationship, did you find that you had a lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-respect, or lack of sense of identity? Now, these five traits, as I mentioned earlier, are related to a father. Now, if you have all of these in lacking or in excess, that shows that you might have had a father wound between the ages of 1 to 9, and that's what we need to work on. However, if you do not want to work in a therapeutic setting, what you can do to heal these five things is to make note that you have these five traits either in excess or in deficit. So just make a note of it. And then I want you to further check if in your relationship you have had a lot of empathy, lot of expression of love, lot of nurturing, lot of creativity, and lot of spirituality. So just check if you have these traits in excess or in deficit. If they are in excess, once again, that shows that there is a particular mother wound. Even if they are in deficit, that shows that you have a particular mother wound. Now, mentally make a note of the father influence traits and the mother influence traits and just check whether you have them in excess or you have them in deficit. Now, once you have identified what is in excess and what is in deficit, you need to understand how you can balance these emotions. And the best way is if you have something in lacking, what you can do is find activities that boost that particular neurological state, such as if you feel that your self esteem is lower or it is in deficit, you need to start finding activities that boost your self esteem. So once you start doing those activities, what's going to happen is your subconscious mind will boost your self-esteem. The longer you can feel that self-esteem or that neurological state, your subconscious mind will become familiar with having that self-esteem balance. And that is what will make it a part of your predominant neurological state, which is your default emotional setting. So you need to indulge more in activities that boost the traits that are in deficit inside of you. Now, for the traits that are in excess inside of you, I want you to start practicing control over those emotions. And how can you practice control? What you can do is ask yourself why these particular traits are excess inside of you and what are the lessons that you need to learn to make sure that these neurological state or these traits are balanced inside of you. And once you take account of those lessons, the best way is to ask your subconscious mind, what are the lessons I need to learn to make this emotional state balance inside my subconscious mind? And go with your instinct. Understand something about your subconscious mind. It is incapable of lying. So, if it is incapable of lying, it can give you the lessons that are brutally honest. So, whatever comes to your mind, just write it down on a piece of paper and make sure every time you wake up in the morning, you read those lessons. And every time you go to sleep, read those lessons. Anytime you feel that those emotions are acting up once again, I want you to read those lessons and find activities that you can do that contributes towards those lessons. So once you start doing this, all the traits that are in excess will be balanced, and all the traits that are in deficit will become balanced, and that will restore the value proposition that you bring into a relationship, and that will significantly increase your chances of a patch up. So understand what we are trying to achieve over here. We are trying to balance the traits that increases your value proposition in a relationship, and you cannot fake it because their subconscious mind will detect fraud. And what happens when someone detects fraud? They become more alert and they start resisting you even more. How they will walk back into your life should not be your concern at the particular moment, because your subconscious mind is highly capable of attracting whatever you truly desire. You just need to focus on balancing the neurological states, and once you do that, let your subconscious mind instinctively attract them back into your life. And this is something that I have observed with so many different clients, that they get shocked. How is their ex coming back into their life? Or how is this patch up even happening? Is this magic? Your subconscious mind is capable of doing everything on its own. You just need to balance your emotions. Lastly, one of the most important lessons that I can give you is you need to start loving yourself. And I know a lot of the people talk about loving yourself and how it is important to love yourself. But I want you to understand subconsciously why loving yourself is going to attract love into your life. Whatever you feel about yourself is what people will feel about you. And if you are able to love yourself, you will be able to give that sort of love in a relationship, and that makes you irresistible for your partner. Because take a look at it. If you observe someone who lacks love, who does not love themselves, no matter how much you love them, they will start feeding on that love, but they won't be able to give that love back to you because there's a lacking of love inside of them. They just want more love from their outside reality. However, once they get all that love, they just enjoy that, but they won't be able to offer that love back to anyone because their subconscious mind is craving for taking all that love. It has no idea how to give love. You will only know how to give love once you start loving yourself. That's when you realize how to love someone in a way that brings more value for them. I really hope that this video changes your perspective on how our subconscious mind operates in a relationship, and it helps you attract the love that you truly desire. However, for those of you who want to work with me in my 15 days instant healing program, where I help you remove your father wound, your mother wound, using instant healing hypnosis in less than 2 to 3 minutes, but I teach you the art of instant healing hypnosis so that you can remove all the blockages from your subconscious mind. And as a bonus, I also teach you conversational hypnosis, the art of having casual conversation with anyone and making them attracted to you in less than a minute of casual conversation, and that helps save the relationship. And if that is something that would interest you guys, you can sign up for a free mini therapy session with me. And remember, this free mini therapy session is my enrollment process. And if in this process I assess that you want to enroll only because you want to attract a specific person back into your life, I might refuse you, because your purpose of healing should be that you want to improve yourself. Whether you want to attract a partner or not comes later. First, you need to start healing. And once you heal, there is a higher probability of attracting a relationship that you truly desire. But for that, you need to first heal. So I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment for you guys to check it out. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and add your like to the count, as I said earlier. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Up until then, stay happy, stay blessed, and keep healing. Bye bye.